find this woman's life to be both amazing and tragic. Let's learn about Jacklean Favis. Jacklean Favis was born in Cleveland, Ohio on February 6th of 1957, and when she was 3, her father passed away in a car accident, and soon after her mother had a breakdown, so when she was 5, her mother sent her to live with her great aunt in New Orleans. And while living in New Orleans, she was raised by a sex worker, taken advantage of by a sailor, molested by an uncle, and she was pregnant by 16. Having a baby to think about, she was working a whole bunch of menial jobs, but by the age of 20, she found herself homeless, and while she was dating a rookie cop, she thought to herself, what have I got to lose? I'm gonna join the police department, and she actually failed the civil exam 4 times, but on the 5th, she passed. And despite all the obstacles that were ever in her way, she went on to be the first Black and best homicide detective in New Orleans history. But none of that came easy. On her first day of the division in the 1990s, her colleagues put dog poop in her desk drawer, and later on they would glue items to her desk. They would smash her family pictures, they would hang up pictures of Aunt Jemima, and they even put a gorilla in a dress in her cubbyhole. But that did not stop her tenacity. At the beginning of Jacklean's career, she was promoted to vice squad, where she made 500 arrests in a year and a half. Now, the police department officials actually made her wear a wire to track her activity because they couldn't figure out how she was so productive. She then moved to narcotics, then rape investigations, where she actually said that each case was like a counseling session to her, and she was excellent at her job. By the time she moved from the rape investigations to homicide, she had a 100% clearance rate. Jacklean solved 88 of her 90 murder cases as a detective, far better than any other detective, and even more impressive was that she was the first Black woman to join the elite corps of mostly white men. But all of her hard work and efforts don't hold a candle to what happened next in her life. So to summarize, in 2001, Jackie and some of her other police colleagues were asked to work a 3-day security detail for the Essence Festival, which they accepted, and after it was all done, they got into a fight with the promoters who said they weren't going to pay them. Jackie went back to the promoters, wrote out a receipt for her services so they could get paid, but then those promoters went to the feds and filed a complaint stating that they were being extorted for double the amount that they said they would pay them. Jackie was charged with extortion, conspiracy, and aiding and abetting, and even with her outstanding career as a police officer, she was still found guilty and sentenced to 30 months in prison, hence ending her career as a police officer. Jackie Favis honorably served her city, and she's still fighting her conviction to this day.